Where were we?
YouTube is changing the way that they do their commenting system. Right now, just whoever does the most recent comment shows up at the top of the commenting thing under a video.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to use several factors to determine what pops up. So, for example, posts by the video creator or popular personalities, that would be us, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Posts with engaged conversations, posts from your Google Plus friends will appear at the top of the stream. So it'll be different for different people looking.
Would you take a happy filter on your computer, like they talk about filters on cable TV or satellite for the children? Would you take a happy filter? If you put something up on YouTube, let's say, and you want to see people's reaction, and it's like, hey, douche fuck, this fucking sucks, whale cock douche. And that's the first one.
You can actually, you'll be able to filter out certain words.
Keywords like whale cock.
And douche cock.
Uh-huh.
Only the cocks.
Yeah.
Cocks, comma, whales, and douche. Oh, I would be tempted to. But then I'd be like, no, really, I should just get used to whale cock and douche cock.
Mm-hmm.
So that then I'm not vulnerable if I'm without the filter. But I would be tempted.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to. Because I think
you got to limber up for whale cock.
Well, how do you start training, though?
Well, you start with a narwhal or one of the smaller whale variety.
Right.
I think
I
the narwhals. Find out the average
think blue
length.
whales are actually smallish.
No, I think blues are huge.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, blues are the biggest.
Thank you. I didn't make that
Yeah,
mistake.
you don't start with the blue whale.
That would.
Yeah, the blue whale's the big one. Sperm whale's the big one, too. I think the blue's the biggest of all there. But narwhal, now that's a whale you could start with. And then you work your way up, like graduated, butt plugs. Not that I know a lot about that business. I know a fair bit about that business. Sounds like you know
a little bit.
I don't. Well, I know the Lucite graduated butt plug business, but I wouldn't know,
These are,
other compounds.
Mm-hmm. These are not terms the average person would know, especially about butt plugs.
Look, the fact that the average butt plugs is 77 millimeters tall and weighs 3.2 ounces is the kind of thing that I do feel like most people know.
I consider myself pretty well read, and I don't know that. I've never encountered that information. I don't even know what they're made out of.
I don't sit around and talk about the circumference of the average butt plug. 41.2.
You just did.
Millimeters. That would obviously be, well, actually, that's the width. Circumference, if you want to just talk about the circumference, that's 72.22 millimeters, which is roughly 2 13/16.
They're making up these numbers with remarkable
I took geometry. We never learned that.
I'm not some kind of fucking weird butt plug fan. Yeah, I got a couple rolling around in my car, but that's no big deal. Several of them came with the car. Yes, I supplemented, the original.
I just bought a car, and I did not receive a butt plug option. Should I go back to the dealer?
Okay. Now, you know what? First off, this is comical that you guys are accusing me of being a fan of butt plug.
You seem to know a lot. You seem versed.
Maybe there was a butt plug or 9 in the glove box when I got the car, or maybe I put them there. I don't know. I don't remember.
Well, the difference seems important.
At this point. And maybe, yes, there's a couple in the rear, pardon the pun, in case I break down. And
how would that be helpful?
Because I cannot get to my silo of butt plugs that I keep in my home, okay?
Okay.
And I may be waiting several minutes up to an hour for the AAA guy to come. And oftentimes, because I've checked, those guys do not carry butt plugs. And the ones that do, mum's the word. It's not something they brag about.
Well,
if I have to go down to use my app to find the closest butt plug emporium, for instance, I could be walking through a very, very dicey part of the neighborhood looking for the butt plug emporium for Herb, who's the manager, although he doesn't work daytimes. He works night shifts at the butt plug emporium. That's off of Reseda. That's catty-corner to the Hughes Market. It used to be Hughes. It's in Albertsons now. All right. You're giving me, your tone. I don't like your tone, is what I'm saying.
We just think it's interesting. We think it's interesting that you have you just said you have a silo of butt plugs at home?
I know where the
silo of butt plugs.
Well, first off, it's not a large silo.
Yeah, silos come in many different sizes.
Yeah, it's a medium to large silo, but it's not a ginormous silo.
I mean, how many butt plugs are in it?
Well, first off, what butt plugs are we talking about? We talking about the self-insertion or the mount insertion?
Or the what?
Well, they're the ones that are inserted through one's own hand, and then there's the mounting ones, the ones that come with the ones that have a base.
Okay.
What you do is you take. Well, one would take a warm bath, sitz bath, oftentimes dilate.
Okay.
The area, and
makes
then
sense.
Now don't. Obviously, not all water-soluble lubes were created equal. So don't just go, to Joe Blow water-soluble lube place and just grab whatever's closest to the door. Step up to something that's, if it's less than $5, don't even pick it up. And then what I do is I'll put it in the microwave with the butt plug.
The lube and the butt plug?
Yeah, well, not together.
Oh.
Because whether the lube
I don't want to make that mistake.
First off, it's too viscous if it comes out at room temperature, but when you heat it up, it'll slide right off the butt plug. So what I'll do is I'll warm up the butt plug in the microwave.
Okay.
33 seconds, not 30 seconds.
Does it get too hot if you go too long?
Well, I immerse it in water.
Oh, smart.
And then the water heats it up because otherwise it just doesn't hold up well. I mean, it'll work for the first 1,500 times you do it, but long run, if you really want to get your use out of it.
I understand you want it's an investment in you.
Right. And the fact, and I know you guys are going to go, but Adam, if you're not so into butt plugs, why did you have your car seat removed and a butt plug put in its place?
I was going to ask that.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, that seems like the
first
activity of someone who's very, very
do either one of you have
have
children?
No.
Then you don't know anything about safety or being a father, do you?
I feel like I know something about safety, regardless of
a bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
but until you've been a father, you don't realize how important that role is.
I mean, we both have fathers. We've known a lot of fathers.
Okay, let me say this. I'm driving along. Mm-hmm. I'm just sitting in your conventional death seat, as I call it.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, head-on collision through the windshield.
Yeah.
But with butt plug, quick contraction.
You're anchored.
Not going anywhere.
Can I just be the first to say that your story of why you're not really into butt plugs that you just told us really checks out and really holds water, and I would like to be the first to apologize.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I've never heard, like I'm going to go, what? Butt plug? What are those two words put together? I've never heard of that. No, I'm not going to sit here and do that. Yes, I've heard of butt plugs. Yes, I have a membership in a Butt Plug of the Month club. Yes, I own a chain of stores throughout the United States that sells butt plugs. Yes, I have many of the molds of the prototypes that have been brought over from parts of Asia that I use to make my own butt plugs. Yes! As you can find me oftentimes in the Butt Plug Museum, which is in Rochester, Minnesota, by the way. Not New York. Yes, you can find me as a curator of the Butt Plug Museum. Yes, I admit to all that, but am I into butt plugs? Hardly.
So you're a home plugger.
That's right. And see. Thank you.
That's the news. I'm Alison Rosen. Sip it, cunts.
That was the news with Alison Rosen.
Sausage anal beads.
Enzyte, everybody. Forgot about, how about them thinking man up there, huh? You want a little erectile quality? No, it's not the quantity, as I keep explaining. It's the quality. Yeah. Enzyte,
I'll
baby.
take one great one over a half dozen mediocre
That's
ones.
right. Millions rely on Enzyte. Confident performance anytime, every time. Just take one capsule a day for peak male enhancement. Like taking a vitamin. You're looking for the most powerful erections. The most powerful imaginable. Enzyte, baby. Enzyte, the thinking man's product for erectile quality. Dawson.
Score a special
Please
Enzyte.
say Henter.
Score a special Enzyte trial pack for the sack and receive a 10-day sample of Ogoplex for the ultimate male experience free with your order. Call now for the most powerful erections imaginable with the Enzyte trial pack for the sack. Call 1-800-364-9680, 1-800-364-9680, or go to smilingbob.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. Free trial requires via life enrollment with future future auto shipments. Enter.
Now, just because I commissioned a dirigible shaped like a butt plug
Again, these are
and intend to fly it over the Super Bowl this year.
If you were just, it just seems like a casual relationship with butt plugs. Like you wouldn't be doing this.
You don't think so?
I don't mean to accuse.
Well, you sure sound like it, Monkey Nipples. Oh, yes. There's a strong air of accusation in your voice.
As long as I've walked God's green earth, I've never met someone who's done all this.
Am this close to taking the 2 butt plugs I currently have in me and removing them and putting them in my ears. Okay?
Yeah, why 2?
I kind of have to know, are they in succession or are they side by side?
Tandem?
They start off tandemly. Obviously, I'm not a weirdo.
I'm sorry for implying.
But throughout the course of the day and weekend, yes, they can shift around like luggage in an overhead compartment.
Oh, like the announcement, please be careful when you open.
Yeah,
luggage
contents may have shifted.
Replace content with butt plug. Okay. And yes, they go in sequentially like a train, but oftentimes come out like Siamese twins.
If there's turbulence.
Yes. Okay. And I'm this close to removing those 2 using my butt plug squire that I keep with me at all times, Jermaine. I'm this close to summoning Jermaine to remove these butt plugs and place in my ear so I no longer have to hear the lies that you levy toward me.
About you being way too into butt plugs.
Yes.
It's no judgment.
Yeah, I mean,
to each his own.
It's fine if you
wanna,
are.
Yeah. Hey, congratulations on your butt plug silo and your
If you think your
industry.
condescending tone now is going to get me to open up about my
passing interest?
My passing interest for butt plugs, it's not. The fact that you tell me it's okay. I've seen the good butt plug, bad butt plug move done many times with the cop going, I understand. You get a little upset at your old lady. Sometimes you want to poison her.
I just want to know you, and I want to know what you're into, and it seems like butt plugs are high on the list.
Look, again, people assume that because a guy has a dream catcher fashioned of butt plugs that he hangs above his children's bed, that because he sleeps in a bed that's shaped like a butt plug, and because he has, again, a medium to large size silo, and
seems like a safe assumption
that he is into it. Well, you would be wrong, and that's why you don't assume, because when you assume, you make an ass, which is quickly fill the butt plug out of you and me.
I've learned a lesson here today.
That's right.
Getting so worked up about it for someone who's not super into butt plugs.
I will. And by the way, I don't threaten women because that's not my way, but I'm this close to lifting up the front of my shirt, hitting the Ice Cream Man change dispenser that I've had modified to hold butt plugs, and pulling one out and casting it at you right now. Okay?
I don't think that's necessary.
Okay,
I see. Okay, fine. You're not into butt plugs.
Will it be a suction cup variety? Will it be a free-formed hand use one? I don't know.
I didn't know they come in that variety.
I'm going to make that a surprise for you.
Okay.
Thanks. Oh, yes.
I look forward to being hit with a butt plug.
And I've got
from the change belt.
From your modified change belt.
I've got to. I just want to say this right now. If Walter Bozeman, the man who pioneered the butt plug, Walter Bozeman. Walter Bozeman, the man who pioneered the butt plug in 1871, was here right now.
I never
to hear you. What?
Heard it.
Oh,
so
please. Everyone knows that's a household name.
Maybe
that's like jacuzzi.
They don't teach history well in school anymore. But I never encountered this Wally Bozeman of the butt plugs.
Walter Bozeman, if he was here right now to hear what this blasphemous, what comes from the tongues of you two about this saint's product, this hero's product, he would never stop vomiting into his butt plug.
Well, thank God he's not.
And you say, "What? How do you vomit?" Yes, many of them.
I was wondering.
Many of them have cavities in order to accept other butt plugs, like this Russian doll.
Like Russian nesting butt plugs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Obviously, those aren't the ones with the suction base. I'm this close to calling up my good friends at LegalZoom. Take you two out. You want to start a business? Perhaps the Emporium I was speaking of? You use LegalZoom, baby. You got a small business, you need LegalZoom. They've helped over 1 million businesses get started, and they're ready to help you at LegalZoom.com. Whether you want to launch your small business or your dream, baby, save hundreds of dollars. You need them. You don't need to spend a whole lot of money on attorneys. You go to LegalZoom.com. That's LegalZoom.com.
Form an LLC, get a DBA, incorporate, or form a nonprofit, all starting at just $99. Plus, save even more when you enter Adam in the referral box at checkout. Help ensure your business and assets are legally protected at LegalZoom.com. LegalZoom can provide self-help services at your specific direction or connect you with an attorney, but they are not a law firm.
Okay. Again, I am going to go out to the Buttplug Mobile, and I'm going to drive home, and I'm going to pretend this never happened. Understand me?
We'll never speak of it again.
Please. Please.